Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to the daily update of my 1000 day challenge. This is day 93. So apologies, the update is a little bit late today, but other than that, a quick update for today is very important in terms of crypto market wise. That's because it's the 1st of November. So the monthly closing for Bitcoin is closed. Oh, but before that, in terms of balance, why it did went up a little bit based on the reduce or the profit that was taken on the experimental trade setup. You'll notice the balance is now decreasing a negative 737 from the experimental trade setup. So there's something that has changed. Otherwise, yeah, that's about it. And in terms of the money update for the traditional financial market, those have already been updated yesterday, so I wouldn't talk any of it. And just going to Bitcoin itself, you'll see that the monthly closing was a very nice bullish green candlestick. So overall, it does look really strong. You see that overall, we do get a monthly green bullish candlestick. It generally does shows that there is potential strength that it can continue further upside, even though it has been rejected over here. It still went towards the upside first before actually went down. So that's something to bear in mind. And likewise over here, even though there was, as you see, this large green candlestick, and similarly went up here first before actually goes down right again. So this is something that to be interest of. So generally, I would say that even after this uptrend, I do see that potentially we could go high first, but bearing in mind, it could also short term have a shorter retracement before going upward as well. Yeah. All right, and on the weekly chart, because this week is only going to close tomorrow, but otherwise you're looking to be a really nice green candlestick as well. So there's still no sign of rejection even on the weekly chart itself. And on the daily chart itself, it does show potentially some sort of resistance. You can see this is somewhat like an inverted green hammer, but it isn't a very nice inverted green hammer because the wick is not that long per se. So rejection wise not that long, but its key is because you can see that this horizontal resistance is clearly rejected and price, unless price go above and close by tomorrow above here, which you can see is around 13,900, or I would say it must close above 14,000 for me to be really bullish in the short term as well. Otherwise, I do see that there is potential that it could retrace to some sort of support or retest for support before going to higher high. Some sort of a short little pullback. It could be short, it could be really big. So in terms of price action wise, I'm definitely not entering new trade. Yeah. So over here, you can see that even though there was this bullish close above, I did wanted to enter a long, but my only problem is that you only tested once, and this is potentially the second time you test. So this is something that I'm a little bit more cautious. Generally, I want a very strong resistance, like the monthly resistance, to be tested at least 3 times before actually break. So there's just my personal rule of thumb. It's not saying that it's proven or what, but I do see that generally for key resistance, only when it's been repeatedly breached for like consecutive, like over 2, 3, actually 3 to 4 times, then it will generally be much stronger in terms of the breakout strength. So for now, potentially you could put some sort of like a buy stop order over here with a stop loss over there, and generally you could just have a trailing stop loss, simply because you can see that the next key resistance is way up here. So you really got a lot of room for that. Yeah. In fact, I'll put the stop loss right below the 50 simple moving average as trading. You can see it's been retested 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and show to be supportive. So if it actually does fall and find support over the 50 simple moving average on the 4-hourly chart, that is where I would potentially add more in terms of long-term investment. You can see this green zone that I've drawn, and that is actually where I intend to add in terms of long-term position if it does come, if price does come falling down in that area or region per se. Otherwise, that's about it. I will still see that potential some sort of consolidation to take place. And if it does break cleanly above the $14,000 by tomorrow morning, or by the weekly closing candle with the daily closing candle at the same time, above this 14,000 mark, then yeah, I would definitely enter a long setup with this potential setup. So yeah, actually here I should just update it. Price. So yep, with the 50 simple moving average as trailing stop loss. Otherwise, that's more or less about it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.